Now in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to be that high value woman that all men deeply desire. Keep watching. Hey there, Adam Littleton from lovestrategies.com, where we help successful single women get out there and attract long-lasting love. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, give it a subscribe, follow us wherever you are watching this video, because we got a lot of content coming your way. Now let's talk about this concept of being high value for a second. There's a fundamental truth of human nature, and that is that humans value what it is that we have to work for. And this applies to all areas of our life. I want you to think about it in terms of money. Imagine you wanted to make $100, and one scenario is that you had to go work at McDonald's and literally flip burgers for 10 hours, making $10 an hour. Now the second scenario is that you're just walking down the street, minding your own business, and you see a $100 bill on the street. In both scenarios, you got $100, but which $100 would you value more? The one where you had to work your ass off for 10 hours flipping burgers, or the one that you just randomly found on the street? Without a doubt, you would value the $100 working at McDonald's. Why? Because you put in a massive amount of effort in order to get that $100. Now, the same idea really does apply to relationships and dating. Value actually has much less to do with your physical looks, your profession, or even your personality, and much more about how you position yourself when you're meeting new guys. Let him invest his time, energy, and resources into winning you over, and guess what? He will value you. So let's think about 4 core ways that you can position yourself as a high value woman that men deeply desire. Step number 1 is to let the man pursue you. I get it, you are a career-oriented woman who has absolutely crushed it in the workplace by getting out there and controlling the process. But when it comes to your love life, if you've noticed, when you start controlling the process, no longer are men pursuing you, you actually become the pursuer. And that's exactly why little love step number 1 of the little love steps is to lean into your feminine energy. Let men make the investment in you and pursue you. Step number 2 is to just be naturally unavailable. And this is not to play games or to keep track of how long you take to respond to a guy's text. No, none of that stuff. That's all game plan, that's all mindless, and honestly, that's not gonna get you very far. What I want you to do is to actually be unavailable, because you have such an active social life, you have a lot of hobbies, you got a lot of passions, you have a very full calendar. When you actually live a life of value and meaning, naturally you are going to be a high value person. And on the other hand, the type of person who tries to play those games in order to get guys to like them, those are actually low value behaviors, and most guys will see right through it. Step number 3 is to say that magical 4-letter word, which is next, when a guy is not valuing you. High value women don't put up with the BS from guys who are playing games with them, the guys who are hot and cold, who are flaky at times, who are non-committal. No more of those types of games. When you start to draw a real line in the sand that says, I'm never going to deal with those types of men again, suddenly that raises your value to the right type of men. And the final step to raising your value is all about setting boundaries. And if you think about it, one of the first boundaries you really set when you are in a new relationship is commitment. What commitment really means, and really setting those clear boundaries as you continue to develop a new relationship. High value women don't allow themselves to fall into a casual situationship unless they want that, right? If you want that, that's totally cool. But a high value woman, if she wants a relationship, she's not afraid, once she's been talking to a guy for 2-3 months, to have an open conversation about commitment and what it really means. And by the way, if the guy says those words, which is, I'm not interested in a relationship, or I'm not ready right now, a high value woman, she doesn't stick around. She puts her sights elsewhere and explores other options. Once again, raising her value. Now, of course, there's only 4 examples of how you can raise your value around men, but I always tell my clients, whenever you're faced with a certain situation and you don't know what to do and you want to position yourself as a high value woman, just ask yourself this one simple question. What would a high value woman do? Suddenly, when you start asking yourself this question, your brain naturally knows the answer, right? And if you think of it this way, in any situation you're in when you're dating, suddenly now you will be able to emotionally commit to the right decision. So I want to hear from you in the comments below. Which of these steps do you struggle with the most when it comes to dating? And finally, if you want more help in your love life, head on over to lovestrategies.com, where we have a ton of resources that will help you through every single stage of dating, attracting love, and relationships. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.